Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today is a bit of an interesting episode from Japan Candy Box. We have this today. This is the Marukawa Mysterious Witch Gum. And I'm not okay with this. So, a few months ago, Japan Candy Box sent us another mix of gum like this. So we've had several actually like this on the channel before, where there are several different flavors. They're very, very simple. And on the back, they have recipes for how to mix them together to make different flavors. Super fun, super cool. A lot of fun things you can do with it. Honestly, on the surface, if it were just that, great idea. I think it's wonderful. Super, super fun. But a couple months ago, they sent us one like this, which had a very similar art style. And it had 4 regular flavors and a 5th one called the naughty one, which was horse mackerel? Some type of fish flavor. Yeah, it was a Batsu game, but they didn't actually disclose any of that. In fact, I only know what it was supposed to taste like because I found the listing. This is from the same people, similar art style, same concept, slightly different mix of flavors, but they also have a 5th. They're calling it the mysterious one in the guide, but I took a look and compared the packaging of the two. They're calling this 5th one the same thing as they did on the last one, which is like this mad scientist one. Yeah, only last time they wrote it in hiragana, this time they're writing it in katakana. I don't know much Japanese, but I can do the kanas. I can handle the kanas. So, yeah, I'm very, very nervous about this. This is not... I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm hoping that they didn't do the same thing that they did last time, which was send us a Batsu game without actually telling us that. I am starting to catch on to some of the signs, but yeah. And this time, they didn't. I went and hunted down the listing since last time it got me more information, and this time it didn't really have much more. It didn't tell me. Last time the listing was at least saying that, yeah, the 5th one is super nasty. This one, they're not. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. That's part of why we're doing this episode, even though honestly 3 of the 4 regular flavors are the same. Last time there was orange soda and yogurt. This time we have orange soda and yogurt. Last time there was grape. This time we have apple. We're still gonna do it, but it's because I'm hoping that they didn't. So yeah, let's find out. Let's see. With all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu. Yeah, I'm really, really hoping that they didn't do this to me again. Because we've gotten some really great stuff, but this is just... I'm fine with the concept of the well, sort of. I'm okay with the concept of the Batsu game so long as it's, properly disclosed, because I don't want to participate. It smells good. The smell hits really nice and strong. The other flavors I remember being quite delightful. Okay. Very cool. So we need an orange and a gray. Do appreciate the Ziploc on the top. I will always try to call that out because it does make my life easier. So on the back, they have them listed in a certain order. We are going to follow that, which means we are starting with the orange first. Really pretty good. So it's almost kind of like a candy coating on the outside that you have to kind of crunch through and chomp on it a bit for it to become really nice and soft, but it does move quickly. Orange flavor is really nice, really solid, and it's really flavorful, just really nice and juicy. It is honestly a really nice orange flavor. It's a nice orange piece of gum. This is part of why I wish they this close. Moving on, we have our apple. Fun fact, the Japanese word for apple is ringo. So very similar situation. Texture-wise, the same. Again, that apple flavor is just really nice, spot on, is really flavorful, really juicy, honestly. It is really, really tasty. If you like apple, you will probably really like this apple flavor. So moving on to our soda. And again, like they have whole on recipes on the back for making all sorts of different flavors. It is really kind of cool. Texture, same as the others. Again, really solid. That just simple, sweet carbonation flavor that you get with the plain soda flavors. This one, so usually I'm a little, it's not my favorite to do the soda plain, but with this one, I kind of feel like, this is actually a really great place for it just because, these are meant to be mixed and matched together. So you can make different flavors of soda. I think that's actually really cool. So here I'm pretty okay with it. So moving on, we have our yogurt. It tastes nice and creamy. It has a bit of that tang for the yogurt. Really nice, really good, really solid. Again, meant to be kind of mixed and matched with really a good solid, like all four of these are good solid uh, basics for this whole recipe gum mixing matching system. I thought it was super fun the first time we got it. I think the first time we got it might have been a Kirby branded pack. It was really, really good. I was a huge fan. Thought it was great. Now we're going to do the Notary or mystery one. I was trying to hold out. I really was. to see if I could figure out what it was. There was some lingering sweetness, so I had the hope that maybe this wouldn't be awful. I regret that. I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like. It is gross. It is, it's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Gochi-Sasama, to recap, we did the Marukawa Mysterious Switch Gum, and 4 of the 5 flavors were really great, really fun, really, really solid. And the concept behind the gum, aside from the 5th flavor, of just having, the basics with this whole recipe thing, I think that's super fun. I think it's super great. We've seen it done before, and I thought it was great then. I think it's great now. I think that's awesome. The 5th mystery flavor being something gross, especially since they called it a fun dagashi. If they had called it like a batsu dagashi, if they had used that term anywhere in it, if they had disclosed at all that, hey, this is kind of like a prank candy type thing, it'd be one thing, but they didn't. And yeah, I don't know. If you're somebody who's curious about the batsu games, you could give it a shot. I think there are better options out there, just because I do genuinely feel like it needs to be properly disclosed, and I have seen it disclosed in a way where you didn't know what in the box, what in there was supposed to be the gross and what was supposed to be the good. And it genuinely was like a mystery. I've seen it done well. This isn't it. So the concept in general, if you see these mixes where they don't have like the flavor they don't want to disclose, go for it. They're amazing, super fun, really like them a lot. This one, I might give them a pass, personally. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.